and welcome to the Monumental Mindset Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Q, and I am so excited that you are listening to this message of the day. Here we focus on tapping into our fullest potential and becoming our best possible selves. Each and every Monumental Monday, we will release a new episode that will discuss a word of the week as well as break down a metaphor for you to use throughout your daily lives and just incorporate so that you can live your best life. If you are a fan of the show, please follow at Dr. Q the Coach on all social media platforms. Today, we will discuss our word of the week, which is validation. Validation simply means recognition or affirmation that a person or their feelings are valid or worthwhile. That is deep. Validation that a person's thoughts, feelings are worthwhile. Many times we focus on external validation. External validation is very big now in our society today. And if you think about it, that's the social media where we look at hearts and likes and clicks and shares and double taps to validate how we feel, to tell us, oh, this is beautiful, or you're doing a great job, when in reality, we really need to focus on that self-validation. That self-validation is knowing that you are and that you are worthy without having to rely on other people's input to tell you that you are worthy, to tell you that your opinions are valid. I heard a quote the other day, and it said, the only permission, validation, and the only opinion that you need on your journey in life is your own. So we really focus a lot in today's society on external validation. And I really want us to get back to focusing on that self-validation, which is really the best validation. If we depend on other people to tell us that our feelings are valid, our thoughts are valid, we refer to them for the recognition and the acceptance that we seek. And it's natural to want to feel validated, but it's also not or should not be your sole source of validation. External validation should not be your sole source of validation. If you think about it, the same people that you are giving the power to make you feel valid, you're also giving them that same power to make you feel invalid. And we are not giving away our power in 2023. We are gaining our power back. We are focusing on ourselves because this is our year of greatness. This is the year for us to tap into our fullest potential and be our best possible selves. No one can tell me that I am doing something good if I don't already believe that I'm doing something good. External validation is just an added bonus to the self-validation that you should already have. So, for example, if you have a conversation with someone and they tell you, you can agree to disagree, you don't have the same outlook that they have. Your views are different. Your feelings are different. And let's say you all are having a conversation and they did something that hurt your feelings and they tell you to just get over it. That is meaning, and they are showing you that your feelings are not valid. To say just get over it is telling me that I shouldn't feel the way that I feel, or I don't have the right to feel the way that I feel. When in reality, your feelings are valid. If you are hurt by something, you have the right to feel hurt and communicate it. Hey, instead of saying, get over it, you can say, well, help me understand why you feel this way, or how can we move forward? But telling someone to get over it, oh, that's completely invalidating how they feel. And that, my friend, is not cool because everyone's feelings is really based on their experiences, their outlook, and their perception. So Everyone's feelings are 100% valid, though you may not agree or understand. You still should not make someone feel invalid by their own experiences or situations. If outside validation is your only source of nourishment, you will always be hungry. When I heard that, I was like, wow, that's absolutely true. Because if you only rely on the social media clicks and likes and follows and shares to make you feel valid, what happens when you do not receive those on your post or on your story? What happens? How does that make you feel? Focusing on that external validation can really cause a detrimental effect on who you are as a person. And many times we crave external validation because we have personal issues that we need to address within ourselves. When you realize or try to understand why it is that you seek that validation from others instead of having that self validation within yourself, you will understand the different things that you need to do to feel better, to know your worth. Because if you look at external validation, that's telling you that you are worthwhile. When in reality, self validation is knowing your own worthiness, knowing that you are worthy. Many times, people who lack that self validation may deal with self esteem issues. It's something about themselves that they might not like at the moment. And guess what? Do the work to figure out what it is so that you can be empowered within yourself. We don't want to rely on other people to build us up because you're also giving them that same power to break you down. When you have that own self validation, you deal with the self esteem issues. You go to counseling, you tell yourself daily affirmations that I am beautiful, I am worthy, I deserve the best. Now you start to speak life within yourself, and you can look at external validation as a bonus. It's just the cherry on top of you already knowing that you are worthy. We post, and I'm a part of the generation as well, we post a lot on social media. And sometimes we can take 50 pictures before we find that one picture that we want to post, all because we are looking for the external validation from others. All because we can't post a picture that is not worthy of the gram. We can't do that. So we all face and give into external validation. But knowing that you posted that bomb picture that it took you 50 takes to get, and you post it and you only get 2 or 3 likes, or yes, or you look great, does that mean that you're not worthy? Does that mean that your validation meter is low? It shouldn't, because as long as you feel like you look good, as long as you feel like you are worthy, and as long as you love who you are as a person, you have that self validation. Those extra people that are telling you, wow, you look gorgeous, it's a bonus. Thank you. I appreciate it. But always have it within you at first. And then you can add on the cherry on top and the other toppings to your ice cream. But your ice cream, the main part is you. The main part of the ice cream cone or cup, that's you. That's your self validation. And then when they put that cherry on top, that's the other people. Little sprinkles, that's the other people. Oh, thank you. But the ice cream's still gonna taste good. I'm just adding extra toppings. So know that you are already worthy. You do not have to count on other people to make you feel worthy. Your feelings are valid. No matter what the situation is, if you are offended, if you are hurt, if you are happy, if you are sad, your feelings are valid. And you do not have to explain to someone why you feel the way that you feel. And if someone tries to make you feel as if your feelings are invalid, understand that you are worthy to feel the way that you feel. And you deserve to be heard and to be treated accordingly. You have that self-validation in you. You are the ice cream, and the external validation is the toppings, the bonus on top. We will now move into our metaphor for our week. Our metaphor for this week will go hand in hand with our word of the week, validation. I like this metaphor because it really showcases the self validation and the importance of that. Our metaphor is you are the author of your own story. This is your life. Whatever you decide to do with it, you can do with it. It is your story. If you feel a certain kind of way, you are worthy to do so. You are the author. Anyone else and anyone else's opinions, that external validation that we seek, they are not the author of your story. It is up to you to decide how you want to be perceived in this world. And as long as you are absolutely okay and happy with it, then you are doing the best job that you can to author the story the way that you want. And guess what? The beauty of being the author of your own story is this. If you don't like the direction in which your story is going, you can change it because it's your story and you are the author. External validation, other people's opinions, other people's thoughts or views about you and about your story do not matter because it's yours. You take ownership of it. You pour into yourself. You know that you are worthy. You say your affirmations and you live this journey called life how you want to, by your own terms, because you are the author of your story. Use your pen. Use your pen wisely. Make sure that you are adding to your story as you see fit. And if it's something that you don't like, I'm telling you, it's not too late to change it. If we are faced with this struggle of external validation, if you are dealing with low self-esteem, if you are dealing with anything that make you feel like you are not worthy, change the trajectory of your story. Do the work. Pour into yourself. Tell yourself that you can and you will, and your story will be whatever you want it to be. Everyone's story is going to be unique. Everyone's story is going to be different. Everyone's journey and walk in life will not be the same. You may have one path and someone else may take another, but it's your story. So do not give your pen to someone else. Do not give your pen to others to write the story for you. Do not live your life for someone else. And do not seek the validation from others to let you know if your story is good enough. And that's it. Thank you for listening today. This was amazing. I like self-validation and the points that were made here, and just meditate on that throughout the week. Realize self-validation is important. Pour into yourself. Speak those affirmations. I am worthy. My feelings are valid. My life is worthwhile. I am the author of my own story. Say those to yourself throughout this week and incorporate it in your daily life. Thank you for listening. If you are enjoying what you are hearing, please follow, like, and subscribe at Dr. Q the Coach on all social media platforms, as well as YouTube, where you can watch the podcast videos live. And until next time, remember, the sky is not the limit because there is more out there beyond the clouds. I'll see you next week.